So, good morning. Our topic for today is all about, again, the concepts of functions, which is under week 1 in general mathematics. So, our objectives for today is, at the end of the lesson, the learners should be able to first evaluate a function, second, perform different operations and composition of functions, and lastly, show appreciation by solving problems involving functions. So before we go to the objectives or the concepts of functions, let's first define what function is. So a function is described by using formulas or function notations. So function of each x coordinate is matched with only one y coordinate. Second, the domain, which is the x coordinate, stands as the set of inputs and range as the sets of outputs is a function of f. So, sabi nga dito, it is described by using formulas or function notation. So, example of function notation is this symbol, f open parenthesis, x close parenthesis, which is read as f of x. So, let us now move on evaluating functions. So first, we have a given function notation. F of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So if x in the function f of x have values equal to -2 and 1, let's evaluate. So we have f of -2 na kasi we're asked to evaluate the given function notation using the values -2 and 1. First, gawin muna natin yung -2. So we substitute the value of x here in the given notation by -2. So we have f of -2 equals 2x plus 3. First step is to substitute the value of x. So we have 2 multiplied by -2. Ayun, sinubstitute po natin yung value ng x as -2. So 2 multiplied by -2 plus 3. And then we simplify. So 2 multiplied by -2 is -4. So loss of integers under multiplication, positive multiplied by negative is equal to negative. So -4 plus 3. And then we simplify again. -4 plus 3, that is -1. So our final answer is -1. How about, given the same function notation, we're asked to find the function with value of 1. So, same procedure lang. Substitute the value of x by 1. So, f of 1 na siya equals to x plus 3. So, same function notation pa rin kasi dito sa given natin, one function notation lang yung binigay and with different values nga lang. So, f of 1 equals 2x plus 3. And then, we substitute again the value of x by 1. So, we have 2 multiplied by 1 plus 3. So, 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2. Then, bring down 3. We simplify. 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, f of 1 with this given notation is equal to 5. That is how we evaluate functions. Let us have another example. So we have another example of function notation, which is f of x equals 3x minus 1. So we're asked to evaluate each with values of -3 and x plus 2. So, ayan, our first given is f of -3 equals 3x minus 1. So, ito kasi inahanap natin, f of -3. So, we copy the function notation, then we simplify. Substitute. That is 3 multiplied by -3. Ayun, sinubstitute po natin yung value ng x by -3. plus 1. So, negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 9. And negative 9 plus 1 is equal to negative 8. So, our final answer is negative 8. How about f of x plus 2? Same procedure lang. We substitute the value of the function x by x plus 2. So, our function notation is 3x minus 1, right? So, we substitute lang the value of x by x plus 2. So, 3 multiplied by x plus 2 na siya kasi the value of x daw here is x plus 2. Minus 1. So, first thing we need to do is to multiply this. How do we multiply 3 by x plus 2? So, we multiply yung 3 by x and then we multiply 3 times 2. So, that is multiplying monomial by binomial. So, ayun. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. And then, we bring down negative 1. So, sulat lang natin yung negative 1. So, 3x plus 6 minus 1 na siya. Ano yung pwede pa nating isimplify dito? So, that is positive 6 minus 1. Yung 3x po ba, makakombine natin sa 3 and negative 1? No, because they are unlike terms. Pwede lang nating i-combine yung mga terms if they are like. Same variable and exponent of the variable. In this case, yung same lang dito is 6 and negative 1. Kaya yung 3x natin is mariremain, magsistay. So, 3x, 6 minus 1 is 5. So, our final answer is 3x plus 5. So, any questions? So, feel free to PM me on my Facebook account, Princess Venerao. You have questions regarding evaluating functions. So let us now move on to fundamental operations on functions. So functions are like real numbers, which can be performed by addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So in this case, yung f of x kasi natin is just a representation of function. As well as here, we have g of x na, right? This is f of x, this is g of x. These letters kasi are just representations of functions. Pwedeng mag-iba-iba ng letters yan. Yung f natin and g natin, pwedeng ibahin ng letter. They are just representation of function. So, yun nga. Fundamental operations on functions. We also can add, subtract, multiply, and divide functions. In the sum of f and g, denoted by f plus g, or f plus g of x, yung f plus g of x natin is also equal to f of x plus g of x. Difference naman is f minus g of x, or we have f of x minus g of x. F multiplied by g of x naman sa product or multiplication is also the same as f of x times g of x. And lastly, the division, we have f over g of x is also the same as f of x over g of x, where g of x should not be equal to 0. So, g of x cannot be 0 because our result will be undefined, right? So that's the reason. So let us have an example here. Given f of x equals 2x plus 6 and g of x equals x plus 3. So we're asked to find f plus g of x and f minus g of x, and f multiplied g of x, and lastly f over g of x. So yung f of x natin, yung f and g here are just representations of functions. Pwedeng mag-iba yan ng letters. And functions involving operations, or ayun nga, they are just like solving polynomials. So first one, we have f plus g of x is also equal to f plus or f of x plus g of x, sabi ko nga kanina. So all we have to do is to substitute the value of f of x and g of x. So we have 2x plus 6 plus x plus 3. So g of x is x plus 3, f of x is 2x plus 6. We just replace the value of each function, and then we simplify. We simplify by combining like terms. Sabi ko nga kanina, we can combine only like terms. If they are unlike terms, we cannot combine them. Same variable, same exponent of that variable. That's how we combine like terms. That is like terms. So 2x plus x is equal to 3x, and 6 or positive 6 plus positive 3 is equal to positive 9. Therefore, our final answer is 3x plus 9. So let's move to difference of functions, which is f minus g of x, which is also equal to f of x minus g of x. So same process lang tayo. We subtract or substitute muna pala. So we have 2x plus 6 minus x plus 3. So paki-correct na lang yung sa SciPax natin. This is subtraction sign, right? Subtraction dapat to. This is minus. Okay. So this is minus sign dapat. So, sorry for the interruption. So, yun nga. Paki-correct na lang yung sa SciPax natin. This is subtraction. And then, how do we subtract integers? Ganun din sa subtracting polynomials. We change the sign of the operation as well as the sign of the second term, which is x plus 3. So, positive x will become negative, positive 3 will become negative 3. And this x, our subtraction sign, will become addition sign. So, or we can simplify ng 1 by 1. So, 2x minus x. Pwede rin yun. 2x minus x is x, right? Positive 6 minus positive 3 is positive 3. So, mali din yung sa SciPax natin. Paki-correct na lang. So, this is plus or positive. Okay, correct natin dito. Ayan. So, the difference of functions, f minus g of x is equal to x plus 3, given this. Okay. So, let's now move on to multiplication of functions or product of functions. F times g of x is also same as f of x multiplied by g of x. So, substitute muna. Laging ganon, substitute lang kayo. So, we have 2x plus 6 times x plus 3. And then, we do FOIL method. First, out, in, last. So, first muna, 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times, yung pangalawa naman, 3, that is 6x, right? So, we have 6x. Sulat muna natin dito. Ayan. Next, 6 times x, we have positive 6x. So, positive 6x. So, ma'am, bakit po dito pwede nating i-combine yung unlike terms. So, applicable lang yung combination ng like terms sa multiplication and or addition and subtraction. Pwede kayo mag-combine ng like terms. Applicable lang yon sa addition and subtraction. Pero sa multiplication, hindi na po siya. Loss of integers na yung gagana doon, which is kapag nag-multiply ka, yung mangyayari sa exponent ng variable mo is mag-a-add lang. So, kaya yun dito, 2x times x is 2x squared kasi x here, or 2x in x has an exponent of 1, and x here has also exponent of 1. So, 1 plus 1, that is 2. Kaya naging 2x squared to. Ayun nga. So, next na tayo. That is also 6x, right? 6 times x is 6x. How about 6 plus, or 6 multiplied by 3? That is 18. So, we combine this. Ngayon na tayo magko-combine. 6x plus 6x is 12x. So, that's why our final answer is 2x squared plus 12x plus 18. So, burahin muna natin to. Okay. So, last na, we have quotient of functions, which is f over g of x, which is also the same as f of x divided by g of x. First thing we need to do is to substitute. So, we have 2x plus 6, which is our f of x, over x plus 3, which is our g of x. Paano na yan po yung next dito? We factor out. So, kailangan marunong na kayo mag-factor out. And I believe na lesson nyo na yan no last, nung junior high school kayo. So, what do you think is, can we factor out x plus 3? So, hindi na, no? How about our numerator? Can we factor out 2x plus 6? Yes, we can factor out 2x plus 6, and it has a common monomial of 2, meaning they can, both terms, the first term and the second term, which is 2x and 6, can be divided by 3. So, we can factor out 2x plus 6 as 2 multiplied by x plus 3. So, you can check kung tama ba yung pagkaka-factor out nyo kapag pinag-multiply nyo naman sila pabalik and magre-result siya sa 2x plus 6. In this case, tama naman siya. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is positive 6. So, factor out ng 2x plus 6 is 2 multiplied by x plus 3. And then, what do? We simplify by canceling x plus 3 and x plus 3 to both numerator and denominator. So, okay. Makakancel na to. Itong x plus 3, makakancel na rin yung sa baba. Matitira is, our final answer is 2. Kasi 2 over 1 yan, right? So, x plus 3 will become 1. X plus 3 sa denominator will become 1. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 over 1 is also equal to 2. So, let us now have example number 2, which is a combination of operation of function and evaluation of function. So, same lang naman yung process, no? The long method is this, I think, or we have two solutions there. We have the first solution and the second solution. Sa SciPax nyo, nakalitaw lang yung first solution, pero pwede nyo ring gawin yung second solution, mag-a-arrive din kayo sa same answer. So, bahala na kayo kung ano yung gusto nyo gamitin na method. So, here we have a given of f of x equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 12, and g of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So, we're asked to find f plus g of negative 2. So, hindi na siya x, no? Negative 2 na siya. Meaning, we will evaluate na the result of the operation of function, which is the addition. So, we have f plus g of x, which is also known as f of x plus g of x, right? And then we do is we substitute the value of f of x and g of x. So f of x is 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 plus g of x, we have 2x plus 3. And then we combine like terms kasi addition lang naman siya. So 2x squared, may mako-combine ba? Wala. So we have to bring down lang. And then negative 5x plus 2x, that is negative 3x. Negative 12 plus 3, that is negative 9. After nating makuha yung sagot dito sa operation of function, f plus g of x, we substitute na. That's the time we evaluate the function. So we have negative 2, right? So we replace the value of x by negative 2 sa final answer natin dito. So we have 2 multiplied by negative 2 squared minus 3 times negative 2 kasi may x pa tayo doon, minus 9. So, following PEMDAS, exponent muna, 2, so exponent muna tayo. Negative 2 times, or negative 2 squared is equal to negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Multiplying both negative sign will result to positive. Okay. So, 2, so parenthesis na tayo. 2 times 4 is 8. Minus, so, or 2 times 4 is 8. Then, this 3 has a sign of negative. Sa subtraction siya, right? So, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Bring down negative 9. And then we simplify. 8 plus 6 minus 9 is 5. So, our final answer is 5. Paano naman po yung other solution? So, sa other solution natin, pwede tayong mag-evaluate agad. So, we have f of x. Gawin natin siyang agad f of negative 2. Then, we substitute 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. We have 2 times negative 2 squared minus 5 times negative 2. Ayan, 5x kasi. Minus 12. Then, we simplify. So, negative 2 squared is 4. That's negative 2 times negative 2, right? So, 2 times 4 is 8. So, negative 5 times negative 2 is 10. Bring down negative 12. So, 8 plus 10 is 18. Minus 12 is 6. So, hindi pa po dun tapos kasi f of x pa lang siya. How about g of x? 2x plus 3. Gawin na natin g of negative 2. We evaluate na agad. So, that is 2 times negative 2 plus 3. Substitute the value of x by negative 2. And then we simplify. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 3. Then negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. And that's the time we perform the operation, which is f plus g of negative 2 is equal to f of negative 2 plus g of negative 2, right? Sabi nga sa definition ng addition of function. So, what is our answer in f of negative 2? That is 6. So, 6 plus, how about in g of negative 2? Negative 1. So, 6 plus negative 1 is 5. We have the same answer but different solution. Pero both are acceptable naman. So, either of the two na gawin nyo, pwede naman siya. So, we move on to the next objective, which is the composition of functions, or the next lesson, which is the composition of functions. So, the composition of function f with g is denoted and defined by f, open parenthesis, this is the symbol for composition of function, open parenthesis, f, circle, g, close parenthesis, open parenthesis, x, close parenthesis, is also equal to f, open parenthesis, g, open parenthesis, x, close parenthesis, close parenthesis. So, bale, it is read as f circle g of x, f circle g of x, or f of g of x. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung composition of function, parang function din siya na f of x. Yung difference lang dito is sa composition of function, f of g of x, is that, imbis na, di ba, sa function natin is f of x. Imbis na x yung nasa loob is, it's g of x. Kaya naging f of g of x. That is composition of function. Let's look at the example here. So, yung tanong dyan, yung pwedeng maging tanong dyan, equal lang po ba kung yung f of g of x and g of f of x kung baliktad? So, let's find out by discussing this example. F of x is equal to 3x plus 7 and g of x is equal to x squared plus 5. So, we find f of g of x and g of f of x, and let's find out if they are both equal. Okay, first thing is f of g of x muna, which is also the same as, or f circle g of x is also the same as f of g of x. So, i-substitute muna the value of g of x kasi nga nasa loob siya ng f. So, we have f, open parenthesis, our g of x is x squared plus 5. So, we substitute. So, we have f of x squared plus 5. And then, parang babalik lang kayo dun sa evaluating of function kanina na in-example ko na f of x plus 5, di ba? May example tayo on our previous slide. Parang ganun lang din yung gagawin nyo dito. Pero, yung value ng x natin dito is the g of x, which is x squared plus 5 na. So, what is our f of x? That is 3x plus 7, right? So, yung 3x plus 7 natin, isa-substitute natin yung value ng x niya doon sa value ng g of x. That is f of g of x. So, we have 3x plus 7. So, substitute natin yung x as x squared plus 5. So, we have 3 multiplied by x squared plus 5 plus 7. And then, we simplify. Multiply muna natin. 3 times x squared, that's 3x squared. 3 times 15, that is, or 3 times 5, that is 15. Then, bring down 7. And then, we simplify. So, we can combine like terms, 15 and 7, and bring down 3x squared. So, we have 3x squared plus 15 plus 7 is 22. So, that is our final answer in f of g of x. How about g of f of x? So, it's just the same as g of f of x sa g circle f of x. So, ganoon lang din yung process. We substitute the value of f of x kasi yun yung nasa loob natin as 3x plus 7 kasi yun yung given. So, we have g multiplied by 3x or g of 3x plus 7 pala. G of 3x plus 7. And then, yun nga, gaya nga ng kanina, evaluating functions, we substitute, we find the g of x, which is x squared plus 5, right? And we substitute the value of x in the g of x by 3x plus 7. So, we have 3x plus 7 squared, kasi x squared to, 3x plus 7 squared plus 5. So, we simplify na nun. So, squaring a binomial, first thing is square the first term, that's 9x squared. Square the last term, that is 49. Twice the product of the first and the last, we multiply the first and the last, 3x plus 7 is 21x. Then we multiply it by 2 kasi twice the product of the first and the last, that is 42x. Then we bring down 5. I hope nakasunod dito. Dapat talaga familiar na kayo sa factoring, sa mga special products. Ayan, dyan papasok yung functions natin. Mostly, yung lesson na yun dapat yung prior knowledge natin. So, we combine like terms naman. We have 14, so, yung 9x squared and 42x, are they like terms? So no, they are not like terms because even though their variable is the same, the exponent of their variable should also be the same. In this case, x squared and x, their exponent is not the same. X as a variable of 1, are exponent of 1, and x squared as an exponent of 2. Or 2 yung exponent ng x squared. So, bring down lang natin kasi hindi naman natin sila pwedeng i-combine. So, we have 9x squared plus 42x. So, 49 plus 5 is 54. So, therefore, g of f of x is equal to 9x squared plus 42x plus 54. Therefore, our conclusion here is that f of g of x is not the same as g of f of x. So if you have any questions regarding composition of function, feel free to message me or you can comment down below. So let's now move on to solving problems involving operation of functions. So here's the problem. Find the polynomial that represents the length of a rectangle or rectangular field if the area is 2x cubed minus 11x squared minus 22x plus 7 square meters. And the width is x minus 7 meters. So, ayun nga. First thing we do is we draw. So, we draw a rectangular field with an area daw. Yung area daw nito is 2x cubed minus 11x squared minus 22x plus 7. So, yung width naman niya is x minus 7 meters. Tinatanong dito is yung length niya. So, find the polynomial that represents the length of the rectangular field given this situation na may area tayo, may width tayo. So, solution nun is that first is we find the formula for the area of a rectangle. So, area for a rectangle is equal to length times width. And then we derive the formula in terms of length na. Kasi yung kinukuha natin is length. So, paano natin maalis yung width dito sa kasama ng length? So, we divide both by width. So, length width divided by width. So, makakancel yung width natin. Matitira is length. Ayan, length. Area divided by width is area over width. So, bakit po nag-interchange sila? So, pwede naman. Pwedeng dito sa right si length, dito sa yung A over W, dito sa left siya. Pwede rin namang, ayan, magpalit kasi may equal sign naman tayo. Sign of equality. So, and then, we substitute na. We replace the function of the area and width. So, area, sa numerator siya. So, substitute. 2x cubed minus 11x squared minus 22x plus 7. All over our width, which is x minus 7. So, we factor out. Yan, kailangan marunong din kayong mag-factor ng polynomials. Ayun, pwede nyo gamitin yung trial and error. Pwede din gamitin yung quotient. Quotient ba yun? So, ayun. Pwede nyo gamitin yung synthetic division din. Kung, ayun, lesson nyo na yun nung junior high school kayo. So, yun. And then, yung factor out ng, if factor out natin yung numerator natin, that is x minus 7 multiplied by 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. So, we can cancel na, di ba? X minus 7 and x minus 7, this becomes 1, and x minus 7 in the denominator becomes also 1. So, 1 times 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 is 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 over 1, or 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 meters. Huwag po natin kakalimutan yung unit of measurement. So, in case na pwede pa itong i-factor yung 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, in case na, halimbawa, pwede pa siyang ma-factor sa given natin sa pinapasolve natin sa modified assessment, kahit hindi na i-factor kasi isi-simplify nyo pa rin. Babalik din kayo sa 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Nakuha po. So, do you have any questions? Clarifications? If you have, you can message me or you can comment down below. Ayun. So, I think that's it. You can solve now or you can answer the modified assessment na. So, thank you. Have a good day. Ingat.